same is happening very rapidly for you right now on your planet. More and more inventions that reflect back to you how ready you are for steps beyond your rational mind's imagination. Subjects such as free energy and travel into space, bending time and space, and a lot of other things along these lines are becoming topics that many of you are speaking about thanks to your connectedness via the tools that you have co-created as a reflection of your own inner connectedness into your reality that you call internet and telephone and television, etc. Very strongly in that you also see the social media bring you close to people that are on the other end of your planet. Really what you're doing, you're using your rational mind to create technology that reflects to you the connectedness that was always there, to give you an in-between step, a mirror, a tool, to help you remember how connected you have always been. So, you're playing with this, and it rejoices us to see that you have come to a place of connectedness that is ready for reaching beyond your planetary boundaries in a much more balanced manner than has been possible in what you would call your recent past, within what you have agreed upon to be your common general history. Now, another thing that your dreams offer you while you sleep is, as you become more aware of them or of the dream state that is seeping through more consciously for some of you during your daily state, it trains you to become more at ease with things that are unpredictable. Remember, perhaps you know or you are a person that longs back to their childhood. Every once in a while, things were so beautiful, so easy, so magical. The reason why many people long back to their childhood is because the things that happened that were introduced to them, the world was still new to be explored. The things that were introduced to them were unpredictable, but they had the bounceability, you could say, to play with that, to be surprised by that, to like the unpredictability of these particular events that were introduced to them. Things appeared magic because of that. And the reason why it appeared so magic is because the rational mind wasn't completely doggy-trained yet to think of everything as logical. Of course, 1 and 1 is 2. 1 and 1 can be anything you want to be, you know. 1 and 1 can be magic. And that energy frequency that most of you only experienced as a child and once in a while again, perhaps after that while falling in love, most occasions, that magic is your true nature. That magic is defined by a really high degree of excitement. And when you are really, really excited about things that are presented to you, about things that you discover perhaps in another person, another version of yourself, about yourself and your exploration of self, these elements of excitement show you when you physically feel it, when you think about it and you can't stop smiling. It shows you it is the physical translation of you being in full alignment with your own higher self. And this is what more and more of you are beginning to remember, rediscover your inner compass of excitement, and using the other emotional energy frequencies as indicators, as neutral messengers. No judgment. That you are perhaps a little bit, you could say, exploring a path that is not so much in alignment with your higher self doesn't mean that it is not adding to the whole that you are, because it always does. But it is helpful to understand how you always have free choice to pick the energy frequency that suits you best, to help you navigate through the many, numerous amount of probabilities, possibilities, always, ever, again in front of you. So that it will become easier to pick the one that truly resonates with you, and it will amp up your journey while diving deeper into yourself, reaching higher states of energy frequency, expanding further, lifting yourself to the steam state and finding yourself easily accessing a beautiful inner sense of Zen while traveling through your lives. And it is on that energy frequency of joy, relaxation, love, passion, creativity that we are excited to meet with you. And we're quote-unquote heading there. For some of you a little faster than for others, because understand you do create your own reality, every single one of you. But you also co-create realities. And you all being here right now, that in itself shows you that you are co-creating this reality and the potential that it carries within itself. And we are really excited to interact further with you on this or any other subject of your liking, whatever excites you the most. From here on, in a open dialogue, question and answer sharing, wherever you would like to bring this with you. Whoever wants to dance, please step forth.
Good evening.
And hello to you.
I have a couple of questions.
We'll see.
Was the Earth inoculated with life, or did she create life on her own?
Can you, for the channel's sake of translating, clarify inoculate?
Did somebody put life on Earth, or did the Earth create life?
You put it there. Every single one of you is putting it there, as you create every here and now and the idea of what you call your past together and individually. This is the STEAM perspective that we are giving to you, to play with, to ponder. But both are, you could say, correct. We are not a great fan of thinking in right and wrongs in that sense, but both are true. Both, you could say, experiences are being had and are still unfolding within all that is. So yes, there is a linear timeline, quote unquote, where pretty much good guessing of the scientists so far, the idea of little microbe elements evolving from, in that moment, perfect temperature seawater, evolved onto the land and multiplied in that sense. Yes, that happened, but at the same time, you are all co-creating the idea that that happened right here, right now, and continuing to put species on and off your planet all the time, with or without your intervention. This is the bigger picture. Is that what you were heading at, or did you mean it in a different way?
It was a quite good answer.
Oh, well, thank you.
So my next question will be like, is there plants or organisms here on Earth that is of extraterrestrial or origins, that is like masking themselves in something in the natural environment?
We understand what you mean. Roughly speaking, you do understand that all of you are made of stardust, and in that sense you are all extraterrestrial. But as you are posting this question, within that, again, linear cycle that we just hinted at, that is also part of your reality as you co-create it. There has been, yes, many times intervention from other planetary locations, quote unquote, speaking that way linearly in your time-space reality, to add to the fauna and flora and the life on your planet along the way, yes. In all kinds of ways. Not just by the alteration, hybridization of your own species, but further than that. In the plant and animal kingdom, in the crystal mineral kingdom, on many layers throughout what you call the history of your time. Yes. 5 more minutes to go.
And these organisms, will they also have this kind of their networks stretching to other civilizations, other planets, like in a vaster sense in the universe, like a root system?
You all have. You all do. You all have, energetic as you are, your own unique individual signature frequency. You have overlapping, you could say, what we call simultaneous parallel incarnations, what many of you call past or future lives, that resonate very close and in harmony with you. And through these energetic connections, you are all stretching out into the all that is in a multitude of ways that your rational mind cannot even begin to think about. That is how wide, how far it stretches. And in your current journey of remembering how connected you really actually are to everything, your own planet first of all, and then immediately as you begin to integrate that deeper, you will open up, you could say, the pathways to a more interstellar consciousness within yourself. That is why, amongst others, we are coming through the way we are right now, because a part of your civilization has been not only holding space for that, but has been anchoring it through actions such as these. And that is why the idea of channeling, in that sense, has sped up and is spreading out. Why more and more people are beginning to activate and feel these particular cross connections within their own system and get really, really, really excited for being a type of interstellar or other dimensional channel in their own way, in their own version. Because you could say you are so ready for that next level, that steam level, the remembrance, the overview, that you have been inviting as a planet as a whole more of that energy to come through. Do you understand this?
Mostly, yes.
Are you familiar with the 100th monkey effect? Have you heard this term before?
Like monkey see, monkey do?
Not really.
Okay, explain to me.
Okay. Well, for those who would really like to dive a little deeper, we would say please use your Google Hive Mind, because there you will find the most complete explanation, and we're gonna keep it short to wrap up this first half for you, all thirsty and hungry, obviously, maybe. Within the 100th monkey effect, scientists have done a particular research testing on monkeys on an island, on an isolated location, giving them a specific type of food, rubbing it in sand and leaving it for them so that they could not eat it. Now the monkeys had to go around and about a little bit to understand one after another. This didn't go too fast in the beginning. That if you would hold that particular type of food in the water, it would rinse off easily, the sand would, and then they could eat it. After repeating this particular test several times, and then introducing this same test to monkeys on a different island, they discovered that the rate wherein the animals would pick up on the solution, bringing it to the water, would go faster and faster, and eventually it would be immediate. So at some point they came to an island, gave them the food, rubbed in sand, and these monkeys never have been in contact with the monkeys on the other islands, immediately ran with the food to the water, rinsed it off, ate it. The reason why that happened in that way, and your scientists are guessing this, but we can underline that is how it works, they're beginning to get at it, is because the theory, the philosophy, the concept of cleaning this food in that particular way, that way making it edible, was in the field, the unified field of knowledge, and it spread out because more and more individuals in the monkey society chose to channel it into material density. They took the action to bring it down to earth, you would say. You understand this?
Yes.
So, the more of you act in alignment with your own higher self, passion, excitement, love, the more of you stretch out and take action in the direction of, if at all, your curiosity, the idea of interstellar contact, the more that particular field gets, you could say, prepared for faster manifestation on your planet. And so you are co-creating an acceleration of that as you go along your merry way. Does that help you?
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you so, so much.
Thank you.
We understand that many of you may still have questions, but there will be, good for you, a second half that will be entirely devoted to interaction with us, if you so desire. For now, we thank you very much for being the receivers and the co-creators of this particular sharing in this here and now. We are looking forward to see you back again and wish you a very joyful and exciting break. Namaste.
Namaste.